Hello everybody. Today we're gonna be talking about Jetstream Sam's biography, basically. So, Jetstream Sam's biography starts in his early life. His birthday is unknown. He actually descended from a tree of swordsmen, starting back in the 16th century in Japan. His father owned a Brazilian kenjutsu dojo and focused on the Uridachi technique, famously known as the murdering sword, which dealt by criminals one by one. Sam's father later died because of one of his eyes pupils, rumoring that the drug cartel was involved. After his father's death, he actually inherited the Murasama blade. The name is actually incorrectly translated into English. It's actually named the Muramasa blade in real life, which he later used to train after leaving Brazil. After that, he went out through the world known as a mercenary, even as a bodyguard and a cleaner in the mafia. There was also a rumor of him taking down 10 mob forces that had auto-fire weapons with only his blade. He later had modified the Murasama blade into a high-frequency blade, with also an ID lock. After getting the name as a bounty hunter and good doer, in the DLC, he actually learned about Senator Armstrong, whose name is Stephen Armstrong, being affiliated with World Marshal, a police group. He decided that he was going to stop them. However, Monsoon and Armstrong had actually arranged his arrival at Denver. He later found LQ-84I, and then they engaged in combat, because LQ-84I, aka Blade Wolf, actually had orders to kill Sam. But in the speedrunner's perspective, he quickly won by jumping, using all the quick attacks, and dodging. Keep in mind, he actually has 0 cybernetic enhancements. He later found Monsoon, who asked for his motives behind taking down the Brazilian drug cartel, and supposedly killed his father. But again, Sam dunked on Monsoon, and then Monsoon called for Metal Gear Ray to be launched onto him, and again Sam dunked and went to the almighty Senator Armstrong, while unbeknownst to him had nanomachines, son, which hardened in response to physical trauma. Sam later found Senator Armstrong, and they engaged in battle again. Third boss fight. Well, fourth, but yeah, it is third. Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm very sorry. So he later found Armstrong at a helipad on the top of World Marshal's building. Sam beat him in the first round by cutting his arm off, but since the nanomachines were in, Steven cut his arm off with his arm that had been severed, and offered Sam, after beating him, to join in World Marshal. But since Sam would die if he didn't, he joined. In the main game, when Sam joined, he got invited into the group of Desperado inside of World Marshal. What he did, he ambushed African Prime Minister named Namani and his convoy with other recruits, except Monsoon and Armstrong, with Big Boy Raiden as Namani's bodyguard. Once he did, they captured Namani, and once Raiden got to the train they were headed, Namani equals X _ X. Means basically dead. And Mr. Lightning Bolt and Sam headed into battle. Sam told the big boss, aka Raiden, that he denied his weapon at its purpose. He later cut his arm off, making that 3 armless boys, and preparing to kill Raiden, he was shot by one of Raiden's friends, Mr. Russian Man himself, Boris. He survived this and escaped by helicopter. There was also this one time he met Raiden again, where he gave the ability to read minds, and lectured Raiden on killing the soldiers forced to join World Marshal for their family or themselves. Sam was also with Monsoon, and he wanted to fight Raiden right there, but Monsoon told him not to do it and to return to when the wind is slow and the fire is hot, the vulture wait. He later had a final showdown with Niter, and with the second best boss music in the game. He fought Raiden in Colorado, USA, and once the fight was coming to an end, Raiden stabbed him with his blade in the torso, or pole, or dual size, or machete, or with the Murasama itself. As I said before, the ID lock came in handy. How the hell do you put an ID lock on a sword? Actually, forget it. Once he died, the sword was given to Blade Wolf, who Sam gave a decision to do anything with the sword. Actually, in the end of Armstrong's final battle with Raiden, Blade Wolf came and gave the sword to Raiden, and Raiden killed Armstrong with the Murasama blade, carrying on the soul of Jetstream Sam. Another note, Jetstream Sam actually had one cybernetic enhancement in his bionic arm that he lost. So the lyrics describe on his boss music means that in the first part he actually has forgotten why he fights. In the final line of the song, he says, "Now I'm realizing why I fight." It talks about how he's remembered and wants it to stop. The entire song is actually about him acknowledging why he's done all the things he's done in Desperado, and now he's forgotten who he really is. A samurai. A cowboy and a samurai, technically. So, once the second phase starts, the voice actually stops. And he has to rely on his skills in playing that the sword it was actually the one thing in Desperado that he recognized, now being gone. The end. One of Jetstream Sam's most iconic, one of his most iconic lines is, "Let's dance." He said this to Raiden in the final showdown, which when Raiden got his sword, he actually used that line in the final phase of Armstrong's final phase. There's the best boss music in the game. Well, thank you for listening, but there is one thing that I want to mention. I might do a Raiden biography after this, and I'm very sorry for not using like Metal Gear Rising Revengeance footage, but I just want to play some Metal Gear Solid 5, it's kind of cool. Well, thank you for watching me play and explain to you how actually Jetstream Sam's story was. So I want you guys to have a good day, and to please have a wife and children, live a happy life, everything you want, anything that you really want, except do crimes, Jetstream Sam's actual phase from back then might kill you, so thank you for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Actually, no, I shouldn't say that. I might get copyright. Just kidding. Yeah, have a good day, everyone. The Holy Goose is out.